I have a problem. I'm not really mad at it. Hi guys! Welcome back to my channel. This is Daliareads. I've been trying to figure out what I wanted my first YouTube video to be. I've just been putting too much pressure on myself to make this. Like, I really have. As you guys know, I posted a short TikTok reel. I posted it everywhere where I basically went to Books A Million to get Brimstone and Quicksilver. But as we all know, I ended up coming out with way more than just those two books. So as you can tell from the title of this video, I am going to be doing a book haul. I have no more room on my shelf for any more books. I literally have to go to Target and get another bookshelf. I'm like really excited to get into these books, so let's get into it. The first book that I'm going to talk about is the books that I initially went to the bookstore to end up going to get, which is Quicksilver and Brimstone. Brimstone is a book that actually just ended up coming out. Now, Quicksilver, I have Quicksilver, okay? I have Quicksilver right here, okay? These are the exact same books, just different covers. Putting these two next to each other on the shelf, that would have bothered the crap out of me. I had to get it. It just matches. Look at that. It looks so much better. Apparently, a lot of people were kind of upset about how this cover looked. I don't understand why. I mean, I like the cover. I don't really see anything wrong with it. I know a lot of people don't like when books have human beings on them. And I don't know. I don't see anything wrong with this book, honestly. I don't see anything wrong. I actually really like the cover. And I'm pretty sure this one was probably going to be just as cute as this one. But everyone wanted a discreet cover, so she ended up making a discreet cover. So yeah, these are the two books that I ended up picking up the second I got in there. After that, everything just went downhill. So the next book that I actually ended up picking up was Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez. I heard a lot of things about this book. This book basically follows Bree and Jacob, and I think both of them are doctors. Bree is actually going through a lot, one of them being that her brother needs a kidney donor. Her brother needed a kidney, and he ended up giving her brother a kidney or something like that. And I just thought that that was kind of really cute. So that's kind of one of the reasons why I want to read it. It's a rom-com. It's fake dating. I think it also deals with social anxiety, if I'm not mistaken. There is one thing about this book that I feel like I'm not going to like. And that is the fact that I did hear that it is a miscommunication trope. I hate when I'm reading a book and there's miscommunication. It irks me. It really does irk me when two characters cannot just sit down and have a conversation about whatever the hell is going on. It irks me. Every single person that I've seen review this book said that there is miscommunication. So that's the only thing that I'm not really excited for. So that's that. The next book that I ended up picking up is Bride by Ali Hazelwood. I also ended up picking up Mate by Ali Hazelwood, which is the second book. This book follows Misery and Lowe, I think his name is. It's spelled Lowe, so I'm pretty sure it's Lowe. Misery is a vampire and Lowe is a werewolf, and they basically have to get into like this arranged marriage to kind of keep peace and alliance between the two species. So it is arranged marriage. I think it also might be enemies to lovers, but I do know he fell first. So then going into Mate. Mate, I'm actually really excited to read. Mate actually follows Serena and Colleen. Serena is a hybrid. She's a human and a werewolf. And then you have Colleen, who is the alpha of a werewolf pack. Because Serena is a hybrid, she is feared and she's also being hunted. I'm pretty sure she ends up bumping into Colleen, and right off the bat, the second he sees her, he recognizes her as his mate. So he ends up taking her in, and he ends up just being completely obsessed with her and just protecting her from everyone who's trying to hunt her and hurt her. And along with that, she ends up kind of learning about who she is. It's Fated Mates, it's Grumpy X Sunshine. Look. How did I not see that? I'm sorry. I got distracted. I'm so sorry. It's Fated Mates, it's Grumpy X Sunshine, it's Found Family, and again, he falls first. The next book that I actually ended up picking up is Rewind It Back. Okay, now here's the thing. Again, just like how it was with Quicksilver and Brimstone, I have this book. It's this series right here. Oh, why is it in the wrong spot? This is the Windy City series by Liz Tomford. Look at this series. Do you see what's wrong with it? Now, look at that. You see the difference? This book actually ended up coming out like this. When this book first came out, it was in this cover, okay? At Books A Million, they did not have this cover. I could not find it. When I went to Books A Million the other day, I ended up seeing that they had this cover, and so I ended up getting this cover. And honestly, I don't regret it because I just feel like, once again, it looks better on my shelf. Look at this. And then, look at that. There's nothing else to say. The next two books that I ended up getting was Better Than the Movies and Nothing Like the Movies, okay? So Better Than the Movies, I've actually been hearing a lot of people talk about. It basically follows Liz, who has a childhood crush on this guy named Michael. Michael ended up moving, but then he ended up showing back up in town, and she wants to basically get his attention. To do that, she ends up fake dating Wes, who is actually her childhood neighbor. Now, yes, you heard me right. This is fake dating, okay? Once again, she basically ends up fake dating Wes to get Michael's attention, but then she ends up kind of starting to catch feelings for Wes. I don't really know if this would be considered a love triangle because some people have said it's a love triangle and some people have not. I would say it's a love triangle though, considering that there is another guy involved, but like I said, I have to read the book to actually know if it is. It's fake dating. I think it's enemies to lovers because I don't really think that her and Wes had a really good relationship before the whole fake dating thing. Now we're moving on to the second book. Now the second book actually follows the same couple, Liz and Wes. In this book, they were in high school. In this book, they're in college, and something happened to where they ended up breaking up. So I don't really know much about this other than that. Pretty sure it's a second chance romance, but that's, like I said, that's all I know. Then I ended up picking up People Watching. I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't know what this book is about. But if I'm being honest, I don't really have a problem with that because I love when I go into books blindly. I think the only thing that I know about this book is that it's small town romance. And I think there's like a deal. I have heard a lot of people say that they like this book. I have heard a lot of people say that they hate this book. Honestly, there's no in between. I've never heard anyone say that they gave this book like a 3-star. I've always heard people say that they either hated it or they either loved it, and I want to know which side I'm on. So definitely hopping on the bandwagon with this book, and we're just gonna see if I enjoy it. Then lastly, I ended up picking up the Book of Azrael. Okay, this has been on my TBR for so long. This is the first book of the God and Monster series, and I think there's 3 other books. There's either 3 or 4 other books. I know there's one of them that actually just came out this year, I'm pretty sure. The only trope that I know about this book is that it's an enemies to lovers. This book basically follows Diana and Liam. Diana used to be a mortal or a human, and she basically ended up making a deal to save her sister's life, and now she's a monster. Apparently she works for this evil man who basically sends her on this mission to get the Book of Azrael, which basically has the power to destroy everything. And along with being on that mission, she bumps into Liam. There was a war that broke out, and he ended up like locking himself away, I think. Anyways, after he ended up finding out that there was somebody going after the Book of Azrael, it will destroy everyone that he cares about. In the end, Diana and Liam actually end up working together to stop the world from ending. It was just something about this book and something about the plot that just had me hooked. I am actually really excited to read this. Also, let me just show y'all the art. I'm gonna also show y'all the art in Brimstone and Quicksilver because I don't think I showed y'all that. But look at this. Can you see it? Hopefully you can see it. I'm recording on my phone. I'm recording on my back camera, so I really don't know. But do y'all see the art? This is Brimstone. Can you see it? This is Quicksilver. Yeah, these are all of the books that I ended up getting from Books A Million. I really hope that you guys ended up enjoying this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Go ahead and leave a comment down below if any of these books that I've talked about you've read before, or if maybe you've been wanting to read. Let me know your thoughts on it without spoiling. Do not spoil any of these books for me, okay? Just tell me what you thought about it. Hopefully I get used to this because I'm not used to this at all. When the camera comes out, I start to get a little fidgety. Yeah, thank you for watching. Okay, bye. I need another shelf.